What guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Star Wars Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 7, Dangerous Debt, which was written by Dave Filoni and Charles Murray, directed by Saul Ruiz and Bosco Nietzsche. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. And it came out April 3rd, 2020. So yeah, episode was okay. Was my favorite, but it wasn't bad, but it definitely wasn't great. Yeah, it was okay, but there was some stuff I liked. Um, some cool, I don't know, I guess more character moments and whatnot, and the episode had a bit more action than the last two, but yeah, and there was one reveal what I did like, but the overall kind of story was, you know, definitely the weakest part of the episode, and whatnot. Obviously, I guess you can put the reveal. It's not. I guess it's kind of a big one, but it's a very quick scene. It's not very long, and it's only some for the viewers, not the main characters of the arc. But yeah, uh, and whatnot. That's another scene. Rafa, a bit of a spoiler, but Rafa tells Ahsoka, why she doesn't like the Jedi and whatnot. Which I'll get into that more later and whatnot in the breakdown part. But yeah, those two moments there were definitely ones I really liked, and the action stuff was good. Um, you know me, I'm not a big action guy, so yeah. But there was one action scene I did like a good bit, but yeah, but episode, the ending is what really makes it feel like this, but it makes it feel fillery-ish, definitely with the ending, but yeah, everything else I liked, I enjoyed the characters, I like the Martinez sisters, even though it seems like, that's not an opinion when a lot of people have, it seems like a lot of people don't like them, but yeah, but I will say I definitely like Rafa more than Trace, but yeah, and and before I get into the breakdown, I guess I enjoyed the episode. It wasn't my favorite, but and probably near the bottom of the season so far. But I still at least liked enough stuff. And like I said, really the part what makes it feel filler the most is the ending. But yeah, not the ending. I would think it'd be a much better episode. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. I guess I'll put up timestamp for when I get into my final thoughts. So I keep that uh as spoiler free as it can. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get into the breakdown right now. Which episode starts off with Ahsoka, Trace, and Rafa stuck in the prison cell, kind of arguing and whatnot, and Rafa starts talking about why she doesn't like the Jedi, and starts telling a story about how why she didn't like them, but there's a prison break on the surface level of Coruscant of Zero the Hutt. So going back all the way to season one, which, we saw that. We didn't see the scene what was mentioned, but yeah, but Rafa says the Jedi got involved chasing Zero, and then a red-eyed alien shoots down some ship. I would assume that red-eyed alien is Cad Bane, but that ship, the Jedi try to steer it away from this landing pad, making it hit this wall. I would assume it's down one of those big hole things. Coruscant. But on the other side of that wall happened to be where Rafa, Trace, and their parents, I would assume, were living, but then Trace says, their parents saw it coming, so they got them out, the way and whatnot, but they didn't make it, obviously, killing them, but then, Rafa says afterwards, the Jedi came back in a light green Jedi wearing dark robes, came up to her and said, I had to make a choice, but not to worry, the Force will be with you. So yeah, I assume that Jedi is Luminara Unduli. It's the only one I could think of. He was light green, wears dark robes, and would say something like that. She seems like an asshole, so in other Clone Wars episodes. But then again, a lot of the Jedi seem like assholes, so yeah, well, definitely the higher ranking ones. Yeah, but and then Rafa says, she's been building, a new life for her and Trace, and they've been fine till Ahsoka tagged along, which Ahsoka says, about the whole, about her parents and whatnot. Says that she's sorry and whatnot, but then the Pikes come up and take Rafa, interrogate her and whatnot, shock her, but then it cuts back to Ahsoka and Trace, and Trace talks, about how it's, really just been her and Rafa till Ahsoka showed up, and Ahsoka asks, why me? And Trace says it's something her mother would have done, so, yeah, but, then the Pikes show back up with Rafa, and they throw her back into the cell, which, and she's, like, passed out, which, upsets Trace, so, and she goes after them, so they take her to the interrogation chamber, but she breaks free, takes the one's blaster, gets some lucky shots in, and escapes, and they start chasing after her. Then Ahsoka sees a bunch of the Pikes running around and whatnot, so she uses the Force to open up the cell, wakes up Rafa and tells her that they took Trace and that a power outage happened and opened the cell. So they head out, but then we see Trace running around, and then she runs into a Pike. It's caught, but it's right near another cell, and the prisoners ask, break her free, so break them free, so she does, and they deal with the Pikes, so she runs away, and runs right into Rafa and Ahsoka. They kind of go back and forth there for a moment, so, but then, they run away, go outside, get to this bridge thingy, which has started to retract, and Rafa is already on the other side, so Trace decides to make a jump, isn't gonna make it, so has to secretly use the Force to make her get over. So yeah, but then she goes to jump over, but Rafa and Trace didn't see her jump over their heads, so they think she fell. And he comes up from behind. Kind of reminded me of the scene from Indiana Jones' Last Crusade. I think Indy fell off the cliff near the end of the movie, but then he comes up behind them and whatnot. It's something like that. And it's near the end of the movie. I haven't seen it in a few years, so I believe it was probably like 2017 the last time I watched the um at least in the second, third, and fourth Indiana Jones movie. So yeah, but at least it's something like that. Kind of reminded me of that. But yeah. Anyways, back to the episode. So they get to this like elevator thing, and they like there's a pike on it, and Rafa grabs onto the pike, but then the elevator's going up, and so then Trace grabs onto Rafa, and Ahsoka grabs on to Trace, making it's gonna stay, but then the pike gets trapped and gets killed, and yeah, very gruesome, I guess, but they have like no reaction to it, which weirder, but then to another area, and Rafa tells Ahsoka to go disable the gate, and will distract the guards. So Ahsoka heads to this tower to disable the gates, but she has to find like 5 or more pikes all at once, and she starts fighting them. But then we see Rafa and Trace try to distract the guards. A little thing there, but then it cuts back to Ahsoka. She deals with all the pikes, disables the gate, and then sees that they're gonna have a little trouble down there. So she comes up, secretly uses the Force on the other guards, allowing Trace to make easy shots. But obviously, Trace and Rafa are like oblivious to it. So yeah. But then they get to the more city part of Obadiah. Trace sees her ship off in the distance, and Ahsoka and Rafa talk. Ahsoka tells Rafa that she's cut out for this kind of work, but Trace just isn't. Something like that. But then they run into this homeless dude. Um, as for like credits, but yeah, I've seen that Rafa says we don't got any credits, But and Ahsoka tells Rafa, that one thing she's learned in her life is that to always look out for others, which Rafa then says she sounds like someone that she knows, which referring to her mother, which then Ahsoka says she knows. But anyways, it cuts back to the homeless dude who's now going to the Pikes asking for credits, and then shows him a hologram of Trace, Rafa, and Ahsoka, which then he asks, and he knows where they are and what cost him. But then it cuts back, and Trace locates her ship on a landing pad, but the homeless dude alerts the Pikes to them, so then they have to go back on the run. They run past a Mandalorian, which I'll talk about that in a moment. But they get on the speeder, but and like Pikes shoot at it, blowing it up. Rafa and Trace fall off, but Ahsoka doesn't, so get separated from them. Obviously, Rafa and Trace get captured, but then we see the Mandalorians looking at them and wondering what they're doing. One of them is Bo-Katan, the other one is Yrsa Wren, who was in a few episodes of Rebels and is Sabine Wren's mother. Who was a main character in Rebels, but and decide they'll keep a close eye on Ahsoka, because wondering why a Jedi's there. But at the end of the day, they have a common enemy in Maul, so yeah. But then we see Pikes talking to Rafa and Trace, and they decide they're going to assassinate them. but Ahsoka is watching down, so she jumps down, gets this like speeder thingy. I don't know what it is, but comes in, shoots at the Pikes, saving Trace and Rafa, but ultimately the speeder thingy they're on gets shot down and get captured again and taken back to their cell. Um, you know, Rafa tries to, make a deal with Marge Krim or whatever his name is, but he ultimately refuses. But then, Rafa apologizes to Ahsoka and Trace and says she shouldn't have taken this job, which Ahsoka responds by saying, "We live and we learn," which then the episode ends right there. So yeah, I joined the Bo-Katan, Mandalorian reveal, scene where Rafa talks about parents. Also, action scenes I liked. But the ending scene getting stuck back where you know they were at the beginning of the episode. It just felt man, made the episode feel uh, more fillery-ish, but obviously stuff still happened. But yeah, because the Mando reveal on Marta's sister's backstory about the parents and whatnot is important stuff and whatnot. But the rest of it, obviously, the action sequences you can really in some cases do without. But yeah, but overall, it was a okay episode. Wasn't bad, but wasn't great. But on the ending was a bit different. Left the characters off in a different way than I probably would say the episode was a lot better. But yeah, this has a bad ending. That's really the biggest problem. But obviously, because ending made the episode feels filler and whatnot. But yeah, episode I probably put it near the bottom of the season so far. But I've enjoyed the season. But yeah. Anyways, my grade is going to be a B minus. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Anyways, I'll be doing next review, episode 8 together again. Um, soon, and the arc review, and on next Friday, review of the first episode of the Siege of Mandalore arc, which I'm very excited for. And yeah, obviously once that arc's done, Siege of Mandalore arc review and season 7 review in its entirety. But yeah, other than that, I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
The plan. The plan. Everything is about to change.